Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the hearts. We're going to do your week ahead reading. It's the 15th to the 21st of April 2019. For your reading, guys, I am using this deck first. Sorry, I can't get my words out today. The Next World Tarot, just to get one card to see what it is you need to be focusing on for the week. And we are using the Giant Rider-Waite deck, this one here, to get the body of the reading. We're going to use this, just 5 cards out of this, any further information we need to know for the week, and just 3 cards from this for advice. This is the Tarot of the Old Path and the Tea Leaf Fortune cards. Okay, without further ado, guys, let's crack on. Let's have a look. So what is it that you guys, Gemini, need to be focusing on between the 15th and the 21st of April 2019? What is it that Gemini needs to be focusing on in one card? Let's have a look at what you need to be focusing on. You need to be focusing on the Emperor. It's called the Teacher in this. Okay. Might be that you need to focus on gaining some wisdom. Perhaps, maybe there's an elder within the family. Emperors and Hierophants can represent older people, elders, people who have got a great deal of experience. I guess that's why they called it the Teacher in this particular deck. But yeah, it might be that you need to focus on maybe gaining some experience or gaining some wisdom from somebody who's really experienced during the week. The Emperor for me is also a card about building. It's about building a strong foundation when you get the Emperor. It's about getting things back into order. So for some of you guys, it might be that your focus for the week might be on trying to get things back into an orderly fashion. It might be about, you know, trying to rearrange a few things, get things a little bit structured. Some of you guys might need to focus on, you know, placing a few boundaries around a situation. So if you've got a person or a situation that's kind of getting a little bit out of control, how can we contain that? Emperors are all about containing things. It's a number 4 after all. If you get this next to the Empress, it doesn't always have to be a man and a woman together, or you know, a grandma or a grandpa, or a long-term relationship, or a married couple. Sometimes the Emperor really just kind of harnessing the you know, the prosperity and the abundance and the expansion of the Empress. So if you get an Empress, which is a number 3 and indicates expansion, sometimes with the Emperor, this thing can literally harness in this. So this, sometimes they can, these 2 cards, Empress and Emperor, probably don't work too well together because one is trying to contain the other one's flow, you know. And sometimes you need to do that with the Empress. Sometimes there are things that, you know, are not ordered and they're not kind of structured, and sometimes we do need to try and structure a certain element within our lives in order to give it some form of order in order to move forward. So it might be this is a week to focus on getting things back into order with the Emperor energy. And after all, the way that you do that is you do a spring clean before you do that, don't you? Let's have a look anyway what this is about. So we've got the Emperor as your focus for the week, and let's have a look at the past elements around this situation. So, Universe Spirit, you said that Gemini needs to get things into order. What happened in the past? So, remember, the reading is really saying so far the focus needs to be on a person. Maybe you need to gain experience from an individual or wisdom from an individual, or maybe this is you gaining some experience with the Emperor energy. Maybe this is all about you building structure and balance and you know, boundaries as well. Oh, I hate this cloth that I do readings on. It just goes out of place so easily. Let me just try and get it back into place here. There we go. Yeah, so let's have a look at in the past, Gemini, what happened here. 5 of Coins. So for some of you guys, it might have been, there's a couple of things really for me that strike out with the 5 of Coins. Financial instability can be the 5 of Coins. So this is where you've lost money or you've lost something really valuable. Sometimes this card is bankruptcy. Sometimes this is about being kicked out of your home. And sometimes it's about being an outcast. So you can be a 5 of Coins and be an outcast from a group. Or you can be let go from your job or lose your job. This is all about being outcasted, whether it's financially or whether it's from society, with the 5 of Coins. So in the past, some of you guys, it might be that you were outcasted. You might have been outcasted by a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual. Seeing that card show up when it's actually an air sign who's outcasting an individual. Some of you guys, it might be, yeah, in the past you were an outcast with that 5 of Coins energy showing there. An Empress, okay. I do get the impression that you were an outcast and you had to get some help from someone, the Empress. If you look at these 2 cards together, where are they walking? This is how I do tarot. I do it by via interactions as well. They look like they're just heading towards a woman here. They're heading towards somebody who can give nurturing and help and love. So I do get the impression that in the past, Gemini, some of you guys were outcasted. You might have lost a fortune, you might have lost money, you might have lost your job with that Five of Coins energy. But I get the impression that you asked somebody for help, or you know, some of you guys might have gone back home, you might have gone back to your parents' house, or you might have gone to a mother figure or somebody who was warm and supportive and kind and asked for some help with this Empress energy showing here. Okay, Four of Wands as well shows with that Empress. So this is like back to the safety of love and nurturing in the home. So some of you guys, you left somewhere. I think in the past you left somewhere and then you went to someone. But I get the impression with the Empress and the Four of Wands energy, wherever it is that you went, you were very familiar with Gemini. You knew the person, because the Empress and the Four of Wands, this is a very cozy setup. This is like the mother of the house. This is like somebody who is warm. They're very family orientated with that Four of Wands energy. This is somebody who, and I don't know whether you were outcast from that, whether some of you guys actually left a relationship with an Empress and the Four of Wands, maybe divorce, or whether you left somewhere and you went to someone else, whether this is kind of leaving a marriage or leaving a partnership and getting into something with someone that you know, or whether this is like leaving a job and then I think with the Empress energy, for example, maybe getting some help or some support from someone else. I feel that you left somewhere with that Five of Coins energy. All right, but I also feel for some of you guys as well, that with that Five of Coins, I'm getting the impression that you left somewhere, Gemini, but it might have been with the Empress and the Four of Wands energy. Where you were heading was somewhere better as well. So some of you guys might have left one thing, but where you went to with the Empress and the Four of Wands proved to be a better deal for you. Going into the week, Empress, going into the week, Gemini, what are your thoughts going forward into the week over the next 7 days? What is Gemini's thoughts going forward on this situation? Well, firstly, your thoughts are the Eight of Wands. All right, so the Eight of Wands is all about movement. This is all about change. Eight of Wands is change, it's movement, it's things moving quickly when you get the Eight of Wands energy. This is also a card about messages and communication. So your thoughts might be on travel, movement, change, rapid changes, advancement for some of you guys, messages, communication with the Eight of Wands. Your thoughts might be on that, oh wow, the Sun. Some of you guys are taking a trip or you're thinking about taking a holiday. Probably somewhere hot with that Sun energy, or you might be thinking about communicating. It could be with a Leo individual showing here as well, I feel, showing up. I'm getting the impression as well, some of you guys in the past, you were single parents. Five of Coins often shows up for a single parent in a reading, okay? You left a relationship with a child and then you went back home for some of you guys as well, potentially. But I do feel that going into the week, Gemini, some of you guys are actually really thinking hard about going abroad with the Eight of Wands and that Sun energy showing up here. The Hermit, okay, so some of you guys might be thinking about getting some advice on going abroad. Hermits are experts and they're people that you'll go to for some form of advice as well, or you're definitely, I think, with that Hermit energy looking into, because he's looking into the Sun, so you're looking into probably traveling, going abroad. I think some of you guys are probably thinking about going abroad quite quickly, or you know, in the next kind of few weeks or in the next couple of months, or by the summertime at least, because it could be travel with the Eight of Wands. Sun is the summertime. By the summertime, Hermit energy, you might be getting some advice on that, or you're looking into it, or you might be looking at traveling with a Virgo potentially, or looking at traveling with a Leo and a Virgo. Sun is Leo, Hermit is a Virgo energy, so you might be looking at that as well, Gemini. Maybe traveling with a couple of people, a Leo and a Virgo potentially, okay. The advice for the week, Gemini, is firstly Six of Swords. Again, I think this is about travel. You've got two travel cards here, Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords. So the advice is Six of Swords, go ahead with it, I feel. Six of Swords is all about move forward, go ahead with it. The advice is something to do with travel with the Six of Swords energy showing here. The Emperor, and it's funny because the Emperor is actually on this card here, the Teacher. So that's what you need to focus on. Traveling, the Emperor energy. I don't know whether, because Empress can also mean blockages as well. It's a number 4. So sometimes when you get the Emperor, it's a blockage. Some of you guys, it might be the advice is travel or movement or progress. Emperor energy showing up next to it. It's the major arcana there as well. Advice, perhaps, boundaries, progress, boundaries, Empress and Emperor energy. Let's get the final card showing up here. Movement can be blocked as well with the Emperor energy though, going forward. The advice, but this is advice. So your advice is to move forward, okay, with the Emperor energy. Move forward with building something here with the Emperor. Emperors are about building. So move forward with building. What are you building here? Ah, King of Swords reversed. Who is the King? Now, the King of Swords in the reverse. This can be you, and I think it is you. Okay, or it might be that you need to move forward. Maybe you need to start building bridges with the King of Swords reversed. I get the impression you need to build bridges with someone you're falling out with, Gemini, because the King of Swords reversed. Sometimes the King of Swords reversed is making the wrong decision, or it's a bad idea. Maybe moving forward, trying to build something is a bad idea, but I don't think it's that. I think the advice is you need to move forward, build bridges with a King of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who you don't get along with, or this is somebody that you're falling out with. It's a very interesting reading, Gemini, for the week, but let's just quickly go through it again. And what we're going to do, we're going to put the cards down, the camera down on the cards, and we're going to discuss them, okay? So just bear with me. Okay, guys, so I've put the cards, this card to the side here, and I feel the focus needs to be on getting something in order, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's something that, because I get the impression that something happened here, Gemini, especially in these first three cards here. I get the impression that something not very good. Well, it depends on how you want to see it. But I get the Five of Coins pretty much means either some of you guys left a property. You might have left a property with a child, for example, with the Five of Coins showing there, Gemini. You might have been kicked out of a property, or been kicked out of a home or a marriage, for example. And you might have gone home. Empress energy might be to a family, a mother figure, for example, with the Empress and the Four of Wands. Some of you guys might have left a marriage. Empress and the Four of Wands can be a marriage combination. So might be in the past some of you guys left Five of Coins, a marriage, Empress and the Four of Wands. Or you left kind of a job, or you left, you know, this is somewhere that was secure. Because when you leave the Five of Coins energy, it represents a secure energy. It's like a church. They've left a church, so they've left something that was secure, something that was stable, something that was you know, the bread and butter. If you've left the job with the Five of Coins, or the Five of Coins can be the outcast card. You've been kicked out of a job. Maybe some of you guys went home. You know, you were nurtured and looked after, maybe by a family member. But I think you left something, whether it was a work, a job, kicked out of a job, or kicked out of a relationship, or you decided to leave a marriage. You left somewhere in this energy here. And I feel that going forward for some of you Geminis, what's happening now is that you're thinking to yourself, I'll just go travel. Some of you guys, it might be, especially maybe if you have, you know, jurisdiction over children, for example, you're looking after children. Maybe I'll go traveling with my Leo and my Virgo child, for example. Or maybe I'll go traveling with a Leo friend and a Virgo friend. Or the thought will be, I'll go traveling, go on holiday, the Eight of Wands, traveling abroad with the sun somewhere really nice and hot. I'll get some advice on that. Or maybe I'll speak to my travel agent, for example. I mean, the Hermit is an agent, okay? He's a researcher, he's an expert. So this is an expert in travel. So maybe the focus will be on, I want to go traveling to somewhere hot, so I'll speak to a travel agent, for example. Or I'm going to look into, you know, a travel destination, going somewhere nice and warm and hot just to get away from all of this shit. But I feel that what's happening here, Gemini, is the universe is saying you need to focus on getting things into order before you make any plans to do anything, because I think that something here has not been tied up for some of you Geminis. I just get the impression that there is something that's not being tied up. You're looking to kind of do something, you know, you're saying to yourself, yeah, I'm going to go on holiday, or I'm looking into going on holiday, or I'm going to speak to my travel agent, for example, about going on holiday, you know, that type of thing. But I do feel that the universe is actually saying to you, Gemini, before you even do that, you need to get your affairs in order. Otherwise, traveling, maybe you need to go and see the Emperor, for example. Maybe this could be the person you were married to, because we do have an Empress and an Emperor in the reading. This is a married couple. This is a married couple, and it might be that you decided to leave a relationship. Maybe this person put boundaries on your creativity. Maybe this person stopped you from being the person that you wanted to be. So you decided to leave the marriage, for example. But some of you guys, it might be that, you know, you need to travel to see this individual, for example. King of Swords is reversed, though. So King of Swords reversed is kind of like, making the wrong decision, or somebody who's uncertain about something. Maybe you need to go and see this person. Maybe they're uncertain about what they've done, especially if they've kicked you out of the relationship. Maybe you need to go see this person. They're uncertain what they've done. Or maybe it could be traveling. Okay, you need to kind of put boundaries around traveling. Six of Swords is progress, but the Emperor, again, when that card shows up sometimes next door to a card, it's kind of putting those, it's kind of reining the movement in, because this is so, such as, if you look at him, he's stationary. So this is like a stationary card. This is movement. So when you get movement and stationary cards, they kind of act, looks like a hanged man, kind of acts as a kind of a blockage to this moving forward. So it might be that progress is blocked because of somebody's actions as well. It could be that your progress is thwarted with the Emperor energy. Could be because somebody tells lies, or they've done something not very good with that King of Swords in the reverse, or because something hasn't been cleared up here with the King of Swords in the reverse. It might be that travel, because I'm getting travel, some of you guys thinking about traveling abroad, going somewhere hot. Might be that travel here, well, maybe there are boundaries or there are blockages put on you traveling here because of the King of Swords reverse. You've still got problems, maybe with somebody you've fallen out with in these areas here. All right, so I've got to be honest with you. I feel that this is a week for trying to put a few things in order, Gemini, because I feel that you've got plans to travel for some of you guys. Just looking at this energy here. But I feel that you're going to have issues traveling with these two cards showing here, because this is travel and the Emperor. All right, because of this King of Swords in the reverse. All right, and also King of Swords in the upright is justice as well. Lack of justice is King of Swords in the reverse. There's non-resolution to a problem here. All right, it might also be that you can't travel because you've got no proof. King of Swords reverse is no proof. Maybe your passport isn't through. So it might be that you've still, this stands in the past. You've left a relationship, or somebody's kicked you out of somewhere, a job, or you've kicked somebody out, or whatever the case is. That type of thing. Some of you guys travelled home to mama about it. Some of you guys have left a relationship and marriage, that type of thing. And you're thinking about travelling. But it might be that travel with the Six of Swords energy, well, this is kind of a little bit blocked because there's boundaries being placed on the movement of the Six of Swords via the Emperor. Might be if that King of Swords is reversed, that this isn't so much to do with a person for some of you guys. It might literally be something to do with a passport issue. King of Swords in the upright, I read that card as being proof. And it is proof some of the time, because it is a card about morals and honesty and truth and legal matters. All right, in the reverse, this to me says lack of proof. So it might be you can't travel because you've not got your passport. So you need to get your things into order with the Emperor energy. All right, something needs to be tidied up here before you can think about traveling, that type of thing. Let's have a quick look at the 5 further cards. We're nearly finished on this reading. I try and make them, people say I talk fast, but if I don't talk a little bit fast, because I tend to really go deep into the cards, it's hard to contain my readings at kind of like a 20-30 minute type of thing. It's just really difficult to do that. Let's have a quick look at any other energies as well coming in. All right, we're going to use the Tarot of the Old Path. So 5 more cards, please, universe. 5 more cards for Gemini, just to say what else could be happening in the week, 15th to the 21st of July. 5 more cards, please show me. Okay, first card. The World. Okay, this could be the completion of a matter with the World energy showing here. Yeah, there's something closing itself off to you. You've got the Close card. So the Close card is death, and this is the World. When you get the World and death, it's definitely the ending, the completion of a matter. So I'm seeing the completion of a matter, new beginnings with the death energy showing up here. That's you, the Knight of Swords energy. Okay, I think that you're driven to close something here. All right, this is something that's going to be off your own making, because that's you, the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is Gemini, and the Knight of Swords means to be driven. So you guys are looking at the Death card. You're very driven. So there's an ending, there's completion to a matter, and you're driven to complete something, to end something here, showing up here. The 8 of Coins could be to do with your work, for example. The 8 of Coins is work. All right, this could be a course of study, or this could be something to do with the work that you do, a job, for example. The 5 of Coins. This might be a job that job loss can be this as well. All right, 5 of Coins and the 8 of Coins. 8 of Coins is a job, and this is financial loss. All right, you might be losing money in terms of a job here as well. There could be some job loss showing up here. So you guys are driven to close something down. I'm seeing completion for some of you guys, Gemini. All right, it looks to me like you're driven to close something off right now, possibly because of job loss, or maybe you feel like the outcast in a job. Five of Coins can be that I don't feel a part of a group in the work that I'm doing, or maybe you're doing work but you're not getting enough payment for it. So some of you guys might be leaving a job literally because you don't feel that you're getting paid enough. Some of you guys, it might literally be that you're, but this is you. I think that you're being driven to, because you're looking into the Death card, and the Knight of Swords means to be driven. So, but then this could also be being angry as well. All right, so some of you guys are driven to complete a cycle and end something here, and this will be to do with a job. Okay, maybe this is something to do with a voluntary redundancy going on here. Some of you guys might be looking to, make yourself redundant, especially if the company that you're working for is saying we're closing down. And some of you guys might think, okay, I'll take voluntary redundancy, because you're driven to close something down here. And it might be to do 8 of Coins is job, and this is like job losses, for example. So you might be doing a voluntary redundancy thing for some of you Geminis, 15th to the 21st of April. Some of you guys are driven to close down a job, complete a cycle here. Maybe you feel like the outcast in your work, for example, or maybe because you want to get in there before they actually make you redundant or let you go or they lay you off or that type of thing. Or some of you guys, it might be with the 8 of Coins, you're driven to kind of end a job here, close down a cycle with the completion card. Maybe because you're not earning enough, this is work, but the 5 of Coins is worrying about money, financial destitution, that type of thing. Or you might just simply feel an outcast in the job that you do. You don't feel a part of the group. So I feel that this is work related for a lot of you guys showing up here, and you're leaving a job, whether somebody's getting rid of you or whether you're deciding to go and take voluntary redundancy. Whatever the case is, I feel that this is something to do with work that some of you guys are leaving in the next few days or considering doing so. Let's have a quick final look at 3 cards from the tea leaf fortune cards for Gemini. Universe Spirit, what's the advice over the next 7 days for Gemini in 3 cards from the tea leaf cards? Show me. So card number 1, give me the next card advice for Gemini next 7 days. 2 and 3, show me. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got the first card is Parrot. Someone will gossip about your secrets. Be careful who you talk to, Gemini. Somebody might want to gossip on you. All right. Number 2, Gong. An exciting event is happening though, which is really nice. Okay. And 3, Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. All right. It's an eclectic mix, really. You've got somebody who might gossip about your secrets, so be careful who you're speaking to. Okay, if your intuition tells you shouldn't be speaking to this person or shouting out your secrets to them, follow that intuition, because they'll discuss them and they'll probably talk behind your back and let your business be known to others. However, there is an exciting event happening, which is really nice. And also, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So just note that for some of you guys, that could be occurring too. But all in all, it's a good week. I mean, there are changes, I think, for some of you Geminis, but it does look like a very good week indeed, to be perfectly honest. There are changes, yes. I could clearly see that, especially in the second reading, that type of thing. But I think it's a really kind of prevalent week. It's a really active week for you guys to get a few things sorted. All right, that's your reading, my darlings. Love you. Bye-bye.